Aloha nerds, and welcome back to another TheSalawag's Gut Reaction. I'm your host TheSalawag, and on this show I react from the gut to whatever I just saw. And actually this video is about 4 weeks late, because I saw the movie Underwater starring Kristen. Shoot, there's a lot of Kristens out there. Which one is it? The Twilight Kristen. Whichever Kristen you are that is Twilight, that's the one that it is. Okay, so if you haven't seen Underwater yet, and it's still out in theaters near you, I say check it out. If you like a good sort of adventure, underwater sort of... I was expecting Deep Blue Sea, you know, the way the trailer sets it up. If you've seen Deep Blue Sea, that's sort of the frame of mind that essentially a Jurassic Park underwater is what Deep Blue Sea is. You have about an hour of setup of, oh, what's the capability of this new species of shark. But in this movie I was expecting about an hour of what's this thing creeping around my underwater base that looks like it should be in Star Trek. No, this movie gets right into the action. I don't want to spoil it, but it pretty much gets right into the action and somehow keeps the high octane feeling going all the way to the end. Not all the characters are great, but they don't dwell on it too much. They do a really good job on not dwelling on anything that doesn't work in the movie, because so much of the movie is just an adrenaline rush. Essentially, premise-wise, they're in an underwater experimental drilling facility. The facility is compromised by some kind of earthquake or something that breaks it apart, so everyone has to escape and get to another facility that has either vehicles or proper suits that they can get to the surface with and survive. And essentially, as they're trekking in these like very video game style, like almost mech looking suits, they're these underwater pressure suits, but they look like this mech Gears of War armor. I love, first of all, I don't know who, I'm going to put the costume designer's details right here when I edit this, but the costume design on the suits they wear for the entire movie are super cool. I mean, it's totally worth looking at as you look at it, and you see the little details of what's that for, what's that for, what does that do. It looks like it's functional, but also looks very cool to look at. You know, every part of this movie in terms of craftsmanship, in terms of just the pure making of everything, I think is top notch. I really loved, you know, never mind the suits, but the sets. The walking in the sets, you feel like you're in this underwater facility. They really do a fantastic job of constructing the world and lighting the world. You know, the movie does start off with some main title sequence, you know, news exposition, which, you know, again, at first I was thinking, you know, if you're going to give me an hour of setup, I don't really need this. And then no, it's actually, that is the setup, because the movie just starts. And you're in the situation, and you got to go, and somehow carries you all the way to the end. So I have a lot of excitement with watching this movie. If you just want a good ride, you know, spoiler free, if you just want a good ride, there's not much to spoil here. You know, there's some Slender Man imagery you'll see throughout the movie, but it's more interesting as, oh, it's the aquatic Slender Man. You took something that's popular now, and you actually applied it to this underwater movie in a really interesting way. So, you know, hats off to the crew. Lots of glorious body shots of Twilight Kristen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You deserve more than that. Because, honestly, Twilight Kristen really rocks in this movie. I was not a fan of the Snow White movie so much, but that's not her fault. And I'm not a fan of Twilight, but I'm a guy, and I don't watch that stuff, so that's fine. But seeing her in this movie, I've seen her in other stuff. I know she's a great actress, but seeing her in this movie, she really rocked. You really felt like she was the Ripley of this movie, but from minute one. You know, and they didn't waste a single moment of her time. I felt like all the way to the end of the movie. I was with her. It was the movie is told through her perspective, talking about why it's great. My podcast that will return, but the goal of Even Gut Reactions, why is it great? Because the storytelling stays to the point of view of our main character, and the moments that you see in the trailer that you think are going to happen one way in the movie, they happen a different way. They happen in a different way than you expect in the actual movie, and that's why I'm grateful for the trailer for not spoiling that. And honestly, you can't really spoil it because the movie moves in such a way that you're not expecting of it anyway. So it's just worth going in for the ride. There's no super deep character arc, but it's a ride. So if you want, this movie should be in 3D. Whatever. This is the only time I'm like, hey, I would have watched this in 3D if it existed. So if you have a chance to go check this out and you just want a fun ride, it's not super gory or violent, check it out. So that's my review. Thank you for watching. And oh wait, that's...